Forgot to turn off the Bluetooth. It was going through the car stereo. So Christmas just passed. Toys and gifts and fun stuff. I got myself, I guess it'd be better. I got myself a new 3D printer. I've had a 3D printer for the last couple of, I don't know, last year and a half or so. It was a great introductory machine. It was a great machine. It stopped working eventually. It stopped taking the files. It wouldn't let you print. It would take forever. It just generally broke down. The new machine that I got, the new printer I got the Monoprice Maker Select Plus. It's fantastic. Just completely fantastic printer. Not the best one out there. I know that there's much nicer ones out there. But you know what? For sub $500, it's a great printer. It prints flexible. It prints flexible materials. It does ABS. Everything does PLA. It does TPU. I did do some Ninja Flex. The ABS took some tweaking, took some learning. I never really had worked with ABS prior to not too long ago. To figure those settings out. Once you get them figured out, it's a little nerve-wracking because you're worried about the print lifting off the print bed. You're always worried about that with ABS. But if you have a good tack on your surface and the build surface is good and the temperatures are right and the settings are dialed in, chances are it's going to go very smoothly. The only thing though that I noticed, if you're not exclusively printing with ABS, if you're going back and forth between one material and another often, as many of us do, I'm not printing exclusively in ABS. I print mostly in PLA just because it's so easy to print with. The results are good for what I use it for. The strength is perfect. So yeah, it does exactly what I needed consistently. I did hook up an Octoprint server to it, which is fantastic. It's really more of a novelty. It's like throwing an unnecessary part that adds one little tiny iota of functionality into the middle of an otherwise working system. So I'll use it occasionally. I'll futz with it. It's a cool toy to add onto my my 3D printing system there, but not needed by any stretch of the imagination. So today what we've done is we've just got out of Home Depot with some hardware and some parts and whatnot. I printed or I'm currently printing. Actually, by the time we get home now, it'll be done. We can scoop it off the printer and upgrade the printer. But I purchased an upgraded fan for the hot end cooling. Printed one of those donut-shaped fan shrouds for around the hot end. So it has more even cooling for the print. I know there's upgrades for the heating block fan. I know that there's upgrades for that. I don't, me personally, see a need for that. I did try the Z-Brace mod. Z-Brace, I don't know if there's an actual name for it. There's a mod for 3D printers that have a gantry and a bed, kind of like this, to give additional strength and remove some wobble from the Z-axis. I tried that. it fucked up my prints, my printing situation there. I know people have done it. I don't have the patience to dial it in like that. I don't notice really any issues with printing without it. I don't notice any wobble, but then again, I'm not printing really, really fast. I don't need prints to come out like I'm printing on an inkjet. You know, an hour or two here, that's fine. You go and do something. I'm not one of those people that needs super fast all the time, super precise. You know, obviously, if it's going to take a long time, it's going to take a long time, no matter how fast you're printing it. So I wound up taking that mod off. I just ditched the Z-Brace mod totally. Threw it right in the trash. Right in the garbage. Took it out, threw it right in the garbage. Just didn't work. And then once I redialed in the print bed, the print settings, it works fine. So I'm going to focus on other mods. You know, I'm still using the stock spool holder. That works just fine for me. I did try a modified spool holder solution, one that doesn't attach to the gantry, the top portion, but just kind of hangs there. It was constantly falling off. It's not sturdy. You can't. So the spool fell off with the spindle attached to it, and the spindle broke. I said to hell with it. I put the old one back on. It works fine. If I need more space horizontally, I know that there's a model on Thingiverse, so I'll print that one out. But that's what we're doing today. We are doing the upgrade. Maybe not right now. Who knows? But yeah, just coming from Home Depot, running some errands, drinking some Odge. So did you guys get any cool stuff for Christmas? Let me know, man. Did you get a new 3D printer? A lot of people are looking at or have gotten the Prusa i3 Mark III. I'm probably saying that wrong. Apologies. Yeah, the Mark III came out. The more and more I see about that printer, it looks really, really good. And the one thing that I really found fascinating / super cool about that printer is that most of the attachment components are 3D printed. Like if you look at any images of the printer, there's those orange bits. Even the display holder where the control box is all 3D printed. It's fantastic. Because it means that you potentially can print your own replacement parts and not have to order them from Prusa. I don't even know if Prusa, well, it makes smart business sense to offer them for sale, but anybody that's in the 3D printing realm will have thought exactly what I've thought. If it's 3D printed, I'm sure that there's models on Thingiverse or My Mini Factory. You can just download them, stick them in a file on your desktop for whenever. And then if one of the corner braces breaks, you just make a new one. You know, it may not be the same color as the original, but you just make a new one. But yeah, really, really very impressed with that printer. Not from personal use, from what I've seen and read, you know, other people's testimonials. It's Stewie Griffin here. That was terrible. Wow. So yeah, any new toys that you've gotten, quadcopters or cool techie gadget? Did you get a one of those home assistants? Did you get a Google Home or an Amazon Alexa device? By the way, man, if you're in the Amazon Alexa family, if you have an Amazon Alexa, are you worried that Alexa is sending your data, that your conversations that it records to the NSA or to the government? Are you worried that the government's spying on your dinner time conversations? I mean, I'm in a funny spot with that. Like, yes, it probably happens. Does it keep me awake at night? No. I mean, I don't have a tinfoil hat collection. It doesn't bother me. Some people it does. Who knows? So, cool toys, man. This is the year for cool toys. Well, every year is the year for cool toys. Every year it seems to be there's a new cool toy out. Drones are still kind of popular. I think that the fad had died out. Now it's, if you like it and you're into it, you're still into it. But drones, I think, were last year's big thing. This year, I think it's all like smart home stuff. That's the big fad this year. Well, last year kind of. This year, it's really kind of picked up a lot of steam. So I don't really have many smart home devices. I mean, I have the Philips Hue bulbs, and those, I love those. Those are fantastic. I don't really have a need for anything else. Maybe a smart door lock. Would like to throw a camera somewhere at my place, but I don't know where. I apologize for how bad the video is. The sun is right here. It's like right in my face. Sorry, you can't see my mouth, and it's just a big white blur. How about car stuff? Anybody get a new car this year? I think this, once it warms up a little bit, I'm gonna neochrome my headlights, but not for the purpose that you're thinking. Yeah, it's cool, it's stylish. Maybe a little portion of it is because it's just really cool looking, but the purpose of doing that. Now, before I get into that, a little bit of background. So, last year I bought a car. Not a brand new car, new to me car. Really, really love the car. One of those things. It's one of those things that you talk about all the time that you want to get, and just all the time you're talking about it, and then you finally get that thing. Well, this car is that thing for me, and so. With cars that don't have glass headlights, one thing that you notice is yellowing and scratching and damage on the headlights. Well, the neochrome is a very thick vinyl film that you can apply to any lens surface, really. Gives it a cool look, but it also protects it. I want to do that because of that reason, because it's going to protect the lens for however many years I own the car. Put a new piece on. What do I want to do? On parts of my taillight. I did it on all the clear parts of my taillight. The backup light, and the back turn signals. Those are all clear, so I did it on that one. I also did it on, there's front one of the washers. I printed a phone case for Chris as a Christmas present. That phenomenal. I was using the Stain Smart CPU because it's a very flexible material. The Ninja Flex, I was also the Ninja Flex. Materials are more difficult to feed into the printer. This damn sun is really getting on my nerves. It's right in my damn face the whole time. Sun. Who needs the sun anyways? Big damn ball of fire. Just kidding. So I'm running out of things to say. At this point, I'm rambling on. So I think we're going to cut it short. So, thanks for tuning in. Even though nobody tuned in, it's okay. It's okay. So, I mean, we kind of talked about what I wanted to talk about today. So, that's all we got, guys. Until next time, keep it real.